呪術廻戦
Okay, let's read chapter 196 of Jujutsu Kaisen, Sakurajima Colony 6, Sakurajima Colony Part 6. The sumo guy and the katana guy, anyway, watch the previous chapters. Mio no ryoiki wa kare ga sumo o toru tame ni no mi kino suru. Okay, so this is Mio. As for Mio's domain, he, playing sumo, for that purpose only ability does. Kino, in this case, is like functions? Yeah, functions. It only functions. So again, his domain, Mio's domain, only functions for the purposes of playing sumo, for him playing sumo. それ以外をすべて削ぎ落とした結果。More than that, everything excluding magical barrier. 削ぎ落とす. Chipping off, scraping off. Okay. So it's a magical barrier that chips or scrapes, prunes everything other than that. Okay, so it only allows sumo is what it basically, that's what his domain is. All right. Ochitsuki na yo, Jo-chan. Calm down, okay, lady. Sekkaku no niku ga yurunderu ze. Meat at great pains swaying. Niku ga yuru. Okay. Niku o yuru. Well, sakaku is like at great pains. The long-awaited niku, the meat flesh of long-awaited or at great pains is swaying. Yurunde. No, becoming loose. It's getting loose, becoming less tense. Oh, letting one's guard down, becoming lax. Oh, okay. So he's saying like you physically, I guess, are getting lax. So in other words, sekkaku meaning like, hey, after all this, I'm going to get to play sumo, and you're getting too lax. Sumo wa suki kai? As for sumo, is it likable? So do you like sumo? Toroze, let's take. But as we saw yesterday, in the previous chapter, toru can mean to play a match of sumo. So let's play. Let's play a game of sumo. Sumo. Junsui na sumo shobu. A like pure sumo match. Pure as in like nothing but. It's just that. Just a sumo. Pure sumo match. Jujutsu teki na shibari no yoso o haijo suru tame ni sorcery binding necessity. Yoso, element, components. Haijo suru, for the purposes of doing exclusion of elements of binding that are sorcery related. Okay? Ryoiki wa manekareta ryosha ga ryosho shinai kagiri kansei shinai. Okay, as for the domain, the inviting and the invited both players, ryosho, like doing agreement, limit, perfection or completion not doing. So a double negative meaning if they don't both agree, it's not going to be complete. Ryosho. Yeah, acknowledgement, understanding. Ryosho. So both players, the invited and the inviting for the domain, not doing agreement or acknowledgement, understanding, then completion, not doing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kansei. Okay. So there. That all works. Torane no ka? Like, not able to play? Not able to play? Sumo? Easy. It's fine. It's good. Maki? So Kamo is like, huh? What? Majide? For real? Okay, look how happy he is. All right. Gigoo. Okay, so this weird sound. Oh, I see. So this is the sumo ring, the dohyo. There's Mio, there's Maki. So the domain is like being completed around it. That's what this meant. Completion. It's not completed unless if both players agree or understand. The domain is not completed. Okay, so now it's completed. There's the katana dude. There's Kamo, and there's Naoya. Mm-hmm. So this is all happening while that was happening, right? Nani o kangaeteru? What thinking? You're thinking what? Meaning again, like, what are you thinking? Kangae sugiteru? Too much thinking? Like thinking too much? Thinking too much. Zuzu. That's her, I guess, walking into the domain. Skosh sukkiri sasete ku. A little bit, like, do the favor of allowing sukkiri. I think that's like being refreshed. Sukkiri? Yeah. Feeling fresh, feeling level-headed. It's got that sort of like, allow me to clear my head. A little bit, allow me to clear my head. So I've been thinking too much. So she just wants to, she's like, okay, yeah, this is sumo. Like, I'll just, so there we go. Boom. Okay, so typical sumo sort of pose, getting ready to fight. Watashi ni wa nani ga miete nai. So this is Maki thinking to herself, as for to me, what not able to see? What am I not able to see? This came up in the previous chapter with something the katana dude said. Daido was his name, right? Something that he said. He wasn't able to see Naoya, but he basically said, if I can see everything else, it's the same thing as being able to see him or being able to see it. And that made Maki think, like, what am I not able to see? And so, watashi ni wa nani ga, as for to me, what? Now, in sumo, when both, as far as I understand, when both fists hit the ground, that's go. So, they're going. Oh, okay, so she went for a grab, and apparently he's really fast. All right. Oh, going for an arm. Oh. Okay. Doing a flip there. Zuza. Slide. Sumo cycle. Sumo is the best. Daga, however, こんなもんじゃないだろう、ジョーちゃんは。Okay, so Maki has lost this match. She hit the ground. This sort of a thing, it isn't, right? As for the lady, Tachiatta shunkan wakatta ze, shoumen kara kumeba kuwareru to. Okay, yeah, so this sort of a thing, it isn't, right? Like, this isn't it, right, lady? The instant of standing against each other, understood. I understood the moment that we stood against each other. Tachiao. Yeah, being matched against. So again, like, I understood the moment that we were matched against each other. From the front, if join would be eaten. That thing. That's what I understood. I understood I would be devoured. I would be eaten up, swallowed, absorbed, whatever. If I joined in from the front, meaning if I went head on, which is typically how sumo goes, which is why presumably then he did this move. That's why he's saying that. Kumeba. Okay, to cross, to link arms, to join together. Okay. Hanashite miro. Let's try talking. Or he's saying try talking. Naze shuchu dekinai. Why concentration not able to do? Why can't you concentrate? Nani o kangeteru. Thinking about what? What are you thinking about? Maki ni wa toshioberu jinbutsu ga inai. As for Tamaki, an individual or a person able to call teacher, master, does not exist. So Maki doesn't have a person to call her teacher. She. And we have here Bonkura. Who was this? That's obviously Gojo. I can't remember who that was. Anyway, Bonkura are like doofuses. Doofi. Yeah, idiots. So, in other words, she's not going to call them her teacher, her master. Kyosetsu shiteta wake demo manshin shiteta wake demo nai. Okay, so a reason for doing rejection or whatever, and a reason for doing manshin, which is like pride, self-conceit or pride, even that not existing. So it wasn't a reason of being proud. It wasn't a reason of rejecting. It wasn't those reasons why she's not able to call whatever. Tsuyoku naru tame ni tasha o tayoru toyu hassou ga nakatta. For the purposes of becoming stronger, on other people relying, that sort of a hassou, that sort of a concept did not exist. That's sort of an idea, concept, expression. So again, it's not that she rejected the idea or was too proud or self-conceited. It's just that the idea called relying on other people for the purpose of getting stronger, like, didn't exist. She just didn't have the idea of that, the concept of it. So she tries to say something, but apparently nothing's coming out. Naruhodo. I see now. Samurai no itteru imi ga wakaran to? That samurai's saying meaning, not understanding. Is that it? So the samurai is Daido, and he's got it. Meaning, you don't understand the meaning of what that samurai was talking about, right? Which is what the problem was, about not being able to see something. Ore wa wakaru zo. As for me, I understand, I know. Gu nu nu. she's frustrated because he's right. Tate, stand. Sumo o toruzo. We'll play sumo. Ore wa sore igai tsutae kata o shiran. As for me, outside of that, way of transmitting, don't understand. So for me, I don't know a way to transmit, meaning like the idea or information outside of playing sumo. Oh no. Okay. So hold on. Let me zoom out for this. So this is full 2 pages of just sumo grapples and throws and things like this. I guess, is it all one? It's all, well, or is it supposed to go this way? No, this is all kind of different. Just all different sort of sumo poses and stuff. Okay. And then you can see we've got text over all of this. So what do we have? We can try to see if we can stay out here. Jo-chan wa. And you can see there's these little quotation marks. So this is likely Mio talking. Jo-chan wa toraware sugite no sa. As for the lady, as for you, lady, toraware sugite no sa. You are too much entrapped, ensnared. Toraware. Yeah. To be caught, to be taken prisoner, that sort of a thing. You're having this done too much to you. Being taken prisoner, being caught. Whatever. Nani ni da yo. Okay, presumably then that's maki. Like, question mark, in what? Or by what? Jibun aite noroi. Oneself, one's opponent, or the other opposing, or a curse. Ite shimaeba ningen dana. If say it, it's humans. Okay, so he is saying you're being too much caught up in, being captured by people. Ningen. Demo sumo te soyo mon daro. But talking about sumo, it's that sort of a thing, isn't it? Meaning like it's people. Sodana, it is that way. That's right. Wa no naka de itai ichi ningen ga butsukariao iwaba communication だが、その人間は輪の外で作られている。Okay, so that's right. Inside the ring, one-on-one, humans striking each other, grappling with each other, fighting with each other. Iwaba. In other words, so to speak, as it were, communication. Now, this is kind of funny. I had trouble with it at first because normally this would be in katakana, but here it's in hiragana. Anyway, in a word, they're communicating. Striking against each other, they're communicating. However, as for those humans outside the ring, they're being constructed, being like fabricated. Okay? ... 同票の中の人間を突き詰めていくには、投票の外に出るしかねえのさ。Okay, so the dohyo is the sumo ring. So humans inside the sumo ring, the dohyo. As for like tsukitsumete, like piercing, probing thoroughly, investigating, following something to its logical conclusion. So as for going and probing people inside the dohyo, it's only by going outside of the dohyo, out of the ring, outside of the ring to that going, stepping out only that way, you know? 本当に出るわけにはいかねえけどな. But truly, honestly, going out reason, not able to do. Right? So basically, again, sort of like in order to probe someone thoroughly inside the ring, you can only do it by stepping outside the ring. But honestly, you're not able to do that. You can't go outside the ring. Ooh. This is kind of either a laugh or a Okay. ぶつかり合った瞬間, the moment of like grappling with each other, striking each other. ぶつかり合う, yeah, colliding or clashing. The instant of colliding, 土俵に上がるまでのすべてが互いに流れ込んでくることがある。The instant of collision in the dohyo until ascending into the dohyo, everything until the moment of climbing into the dohyo, into the ring, mutually flowing and coming event exists. Okay. So at the instant of collision, this event exists of a flowing together mutually of everything up until the point of climbing into the ring. We're thinking big thoughts here. Hikari o kagu you ni. In the manner of smelling the light. Is that kaguyo? Kagu. Yes. In the manner or in the appearance of sniffing or smelling the light. Oto o miru you ni, in the manner of seeing sound. Aete no subete, jibun no subete ga kanji toreru. Being able to sense, take in and sense everything of oneself and everything of the opponent. Kanji toru. Yeah, being able to perceive, grasp, take in everything of oneself and everything of one's opponent. Okay, we get a very scenic background for the poetry of what we're hearing here. そうなったら、目の前の肉体も、勝敗すら意味をなさない。If, or when becoming that way, so when that happens, when it becomes that way, even the physical body before the eyes doing a match, meaning becoming, or meaning like not becoming nasanai, does not become, like doesn't have a meaning. Shohai. Oh no, Shohai is the Shobu is match. Shohai is like victory and defeat. Yeah. The outcome of the battle. So like even the outcome of the battle basically loses its meaning. It becomes without meaning. So when this happens, again, even the physical body, the flesh body before the eyes, it becomes meaningless even for victory or defeat. Okay. Samurai ga ite no wa soyu koto. The samurai, as for the thing wanting to say, it's that sort of a thing. So that's what the samurai wanted to say. Tsumari, what that means is jiu-sa. It's freedom. Okay. So teaching through sumo. And this is like a classic, what's it called? I'm blanking on the term. This is the classic sumo move where you lift up your leg to the side and then you slam it down. Okay. Ato wa mo, as for the rest, already taikan suru shika ne yo. As for the rest, or all that's left, is nothing to do but taikan, which is like personal experience, physical experience. Yeah, bodily sensation, sense experience. That's all there's left to do. Toro ze sumo. Let's play sumo. Okay, so meanwhile, we've got Naoya, Daido, and Kamo outside there. Was not looking too good. And it looks like Maki finally succeeded in winning a point. Zekko-cho. Zekko-cho. What's that? Ideal perfect. In perfect form, going swimmingly. Zekko-cho. I would have taken that to mean talking about her. Zekko-cho. Meaning like that was splendidly done, but that's how I would take that. Okay, I think that's the end of the chapter. Wow. That was a lot faster than I thought. I thought that was going to be really slow, but that went way faster than I was expecting. So we'll take it. World Lessons Through Sumo. So that was 196. Next time we'll continue. We'll see what's going to happen there in the aftermath of the sumo match. We'll read 197 next time.